So once they've learned how to engage their lower traps, then we're trying to say to them, right, I'd like you to do it on both sides. You can take 1 foot forward just for the time being to take pressure off. So tuck your elbows into your sides, and what I want you to do is that tray of drinks in front of you getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And what I don't want to see is her opening her chest too hard. We really are getting the lower traps to be working hard rather than else, and come back in again. Good. So this is where Karen would normally do the teaching, but I wasn't prepared to wear a vest for her to teach me how to do it. But so the so-called set position, once they've learned how to isolate the traps, actually Karen, you carry on.
We've got a very flamboyant sort of movement going on here. Is that important to the whole?
Absolutely, it's very important,
yes. The principle of stretching the over-tight muscles to restore a more neutral joint position so you can strengthen the weaker ones. So we had the posterior plumb line earlier for the so-called posture we're aiming for. If we brought the plumb line round to the front, if I just stand on both feet, the plumb line, if you think of it attaching to my sternum at the top and my pubic bone at the bottom, this upper body thing, I kind of call it creating a sort of question mark shape.
Yes.
So here I'm creating a stretch across the upper back, down the length of the spine, through my lumbar spine, got my glutes active, and I'm stretching the hip flexors all in one little move.
It may not look like the hip flexors have been stretched, but if you isolate just Karen's midriff and her pelvis, the plumb line through her leg is still behind the angle of her hip, so she is stretching her hip flexor. Right. Okay?
Yep.
She's not in flexion, she is in neutral extent and a little bit of extension.
Okay.
Right.
And then we activate the glutes, extend the hips, really stack the spine, and we add the resistance into, this is called the active position. And the intention of lengthening the crown of the head to the ceiling while I'll simultaneously push the floor away is how I would describe it, and hopefully you can see there's an awful lot of work going on. So you'll see that this essential, very basic range of movement is what we repeat throughout